Dear seekers, dear brothers and sisters, I wish to give a very short talk and then I shall welcome spiritual questions. Here we are all seekers. Some of us may not be as sincere as others. Some of us may be curiosity mongers. Some of us at times become doubters. Some of us at times become atheist even. Yet we are all seekers. Just because we are seekers, at God's choice hour, one day we shall realize God. The motto of the state of Idaho exists forever. Now we know that the body does not exist forever. It exists only for 60, 70 or 80 years. Then the body plays its role. The role of the body is over. Something in us, within us, exists forever, and that is the soul. Just because we are seekers, we do believe in the existence of the soul. Now, how is it? The soul exists and not the body. The soul exists forever precisely because the soul is the direct representative of God on earth. The soul has, right from the beginning, the message of divinity, eternity, infinity, immortality. The soul embodies infinity, eternity and immortality, whereas the body of ours fails to embody these three divine qualities. The soul exists because the soul exists forever, because the soul is aware of its source, the ultimate source, God, the eternal supreme pilot. Now, here our question is, does God exist? The atheist in me will immediately say, no, God does not exist. God does not exist, He cannot exist, and therefore I do not need Him. Does God exist? The agnostic in me will say, I doubt it. I doubt. Here the agnostic in me cherishes his doubt. He is not sure of God's existence. Since he is not sure of God's existence, he does not want to pay attention to God's existence. Now, the desiring in man, in me, who wants to answer this question, does God exist? The desiring in man in me in no time says, yes, God exists. I can see it. I can see him. I can feel him. How? When my desires are fulfilled. At that time, I imagine God according to my sweet fancy. But the moment my desires are not fulfilled, I immediately negate the existence of God. There is no God, no God. Now, the existence of God depends on the fulfillment of my desire. This is what the desiring man in me has taught me. If my desire is fulfilled, God exists. If my desire is not fulfilled, God does not exist at all. Or I say God may exist for others, not for me. If I see that others' desires are fulfilled, then God exists for them and not for me. Now, the aspiring man in me has something to say with regard to God's existence. The aspiring man says in me, God exists even though I cannot prove it to the world at large. But I see it. I feel His presence. A day will come when I will be able to bring Him to the fore and show Him to the world at large. God exists. Something within me tells me that God exists. When I become the aspiring man, something within me tells me God exists. And this aspiring man, he feels the existence of God when there is an inner urge in him. There is an inner cry in him. Now, as a human being, this moment I can be an atheist. Next moment I can be an agnostic. Again I can be a desiring man, an aspiring man. I can be again a dreamer. I can dream. I can dream all the time. Now when I dream of God, I feel that God exists, but He is far, very, very far. I see a yawning gulf between my dream boat and my reality shore. I can become a lover. When I become a lover of God, I see God is nearer than my eyes and dearer than my heart. And I can become a server. Why do I have to become a server of God? Why do I have to serve God? I serve God because I feel that I get the utmost joy in serving God. There are many things I have done, many things I have said, many things I have offered, but nothing has given me immense joy. Only my service, God, has given me abundant joy. Therefore, the server in me feels that God's existence is for His happiness. Now, as a seeker, I have three friends: concentration, meditation, and contemplation. I ask my friends, have you seen God? They immediately say, yes, we have seen God. We have not only seen God, but we can make you see God. Then I ask them how. So my concentration friend, my meditation friend and contemplation friend tell me that they work together, also one after the other, in a successive manner, like stepping on 3 rungs of a ladder, first, second, third, or just to take 3 steps, 1, 2, 3. My concentration friend tells me, just take any object or subject and concentrate on it. Don't allow any thought to enter into your mind. No thought, good or bad, divine or undivine, don't allow. Make your mind absolutely thoughtless. No wave of thought must enter into the mind. And I listen to my concentration friend. I do. I abide by his dictates. Then my meditation friend offers me his advice. My meditation friend asked me to empty my heart. He says, your heart is full of fear, impurity, insecurity, and ignorance. Just empty it, empty it. So I empty my heart, and immediately I feel tremendous joy, and eternal guest God comes in and he sits on his throne. Now my contemplation friend now tells me, have you ever played hide and seek? So I said, yes, I have played. Yes. So here also, as soon as you try to contemplate, try to feel that you are playing a game of hide and seek in the beginning. You and your friend, you and your intimate friend. Now this moment you hide and he seeks after you, and next moment you hide and he will do the same. So you play hide and seek. And how long can you play hide and seek? For 15 minutes, half an hour, or an hour, then it's all over. Then you become real friends. Then you become real lovers. Or for some time you become the lover and your friend becomes the beloved, and vice versa. Now when we contemplate, the seeker and God become lover and beloved, or two supreme lovers or two supreme beloveds. Now, I ask my friends from whom they have learned, who taught them the existence of God, who showed them the existence of God. They tell me that their parents have shown them the face of God, the existence of God. Their parents have taught them all about God. I asked them who their parents are. They said, their parents are aspiration and willpower. Aspiration is the mother, willpower is the father. Now aspiration is our conscious oneness, identification and oneness with the ultimate reality. This knowledge or wisdom we acquire when we become the aspiring heart. God's will, our willpower, is our soul's light. When we become one with the soul, when we become the soul, we see that it is the soul's light that can show us God as heart's identification with the supreme reality can show us God's existence. Even so, soul's light, which is our willpower, can show us God's existence on earth.